Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam, and in this video I'm going to show you 10 screening plants. I actually have 30 lined up right here. I'm at a Flowerwood Nursery in southern Alabama this week shooting some videos, and I'm going to break this video down into 3 parts, and I'll put 10 of these screening plants in each of the videos. There's probably something for everybody in this mix of 30 plants that maybe would be the perfect screening plant for you if you're looking to make a border between you and a neighbor. So let's get started with the first 10. So I'll start on this end with this video series, and this is a golden Oakland holly. This is a hardy in zone 6 to 9. It can get 15 feet. It's not going to be as fast growing as some of the green varieties of hollies. So variegated plants tend to grow a little bit slower, but what a beautiful plant. And it looks like it would just be wicked, but it's not bad at all to touch this one. You're not going to have to touch it a whole lot anyway. It's upright like this. So it's going to be a good screening plant and just kind of grow upright and narrow like that without really having to do a lot of shearing on it. But this thing can be maintained probably between 6 and 8 feet if it was absolutely necessary. But like I say, it'll probably get over 15 if you allow it over time. But have a dense full habit all the way down to the bottom. The next one is a kind of a semi-evergreen plant. This is a Chinese snowball bush. I've covered this one a couple times on my channel. No flowers on it right now in October, but this is a very large growing viburnum that gets huge clusters of white flowers in the late spring. For a very long time, for maybe 4 to 6 weeks, this thing can be in bloom, and we'll repeat bloom some in the fall. This one had been pruned pretty hard, so it's not doing any repeat fall blooming. Like I say, these are hardy in 6 to 9. In zone 6 and 7, they're kind of semi-evergreen, but it's still a big enough, full enough plant that it still makes a good screening plant even in zone 6 and 7. The next one is recurve ligustrum, which I have used at my house. I have these are in a mix on a 100-foot row that I have with several things. I always recommend, that's one thing you need to get from this video, is I would choose multiple screening plants, because if you ever get an insect or a disease problem, you wouldn't want to wipe out your entire line. So picking, multiple varieties and using them in maybe groupings of 3, maybe 3 and then 1 of something, 3 and then 1 of something, that kind of thing is best. But these recurve ligustrum will bloom in the spring. They're fragrant, but I don't really care for the fragrance all that much. And then they get a purple berry. They're great for nesting birds. Really kind of indestructible plant. You can't drive a car through one of these once they're mature. They'll get about 15 feet in height, maybe 6 to 8 feet at the bottom. This is a plant that can be reset if it ever gets leggier or bigger than you want. You can cut this one almost to the ground and it will come right back. The next one is this ROMEO CLEYERA. I have covered these pretty thoroughly on the channel as well. There's another one called Juliet that I'll show you in one of the other videos, but ROMEO has a really bright variegation. Again, these variegated plants aren't going to be quite as fast to cover to create a screen as some others, but these will get about 8 to 10 feet in height, hardy in zone 7 and up, and a really beautiful plant. What else would it need to do other than look like that 12 months out of the year? The next one is a great upright narrow choice, which is this Roman candles podocarpus, and this mood ring podocarpus is going to be right after that. These are going to be hardy in zone 7 to 10. In zone 7, these are going to need some protection. Actually, the next 4 plants in this first video probably need to not go out in super windy spaces in zone 7. So in zone 8, they'd be fine out in open space, but in zone 7, they probably need to be along a tree line or something like that in the wintertime. But this Roman candles podocarpus is just beautiful, upright, super narrow, maybe gets 15 feet in height, but only about 4 feet in width, and full sun or part shade on it. This is Roman candles. This one has this new burgundy foliage on it all season that eventually becomes this green color. What a beautiful plant. Same kind of growth habit as Roman candles. Very upright and narrow, maybe 10 to 15 feet in height, 4 feet in width. The next piece here is a Camellia japonica, and camellias are going to be a little slow to grow as screening plants, but once they do, they're super drought tolerant, super hardy pieces that some of the best camellias I see are on old farmhouses that have been abandoned, where nobody really took care of them at all the last 20 years. But beautiful plant. It's going to have this new burgundy foliage on it all season. This is a fall blooming Camellia japonica called Early Wonder, which is a new thing to have fall blooming camellias, but right here is the flower on it. These are hardy in zone 7 to 9. This variety is going to get, it says 6 to 8 feet on the tag. I would imagine that very slowly. It would probably creep up to 10 or more over a long period of time, but certainly maintainable around 6 feet in height. This is copper top viburnum. I've covered this on the channel several times, and this is a very fast growing evergreen shrub that has this beautiful coppery new foliage as it grows. Very dense growth habit. I've got these in quite a bit of shade at my house, so I'm not getting much of the color on them. But wow, is it a fast growing screening plant that'll make your neighbors go away in a hurry. This is another one of those plants that probably in zone 7 needs to not be out in the open wind, but in zone 8, 9, no problem at all. This next one is robin holly. Robin's been around for a little while, and there's a lot of, Nellie Stevens will be part of this group. How can you have a screening plant video without Nellie Stevens? But there are a few that I like better than Nellie Stevens. That golden Oakland, that first one that I talked about, I definitely like better. And I definitely like robin as well. And robin is a super rich, dark green foliage. I don't know if you can see that, but when I can really tell it is if I put other hollies next to it. When I put other hollies that I think are really dark green next to it, that's when robin really, really shines. And again, it's been bred to not be as prickly as others. It's hardy in zone 6 to 9, upright growth habit, 15 plus feet over time. Self-fruiting, so it'll flower in the spring and berry in the late fall or winter. And the last one for this video is Oakland holly. This is the green version of the very first one I showed you over there. It's going to be faster growing for sure than the golden Oakland, but what a beautiful specimen of a plant. This one is probably 5 feet above the pot. It's in a 7-gallon container right there. It's a hardy in zone 6 to 9, and again, I can grab a hold of it without it causing me problems. So again, there's the first 10. Thank you very much for watching part 1 of this 3-part video of these 30 screening plants. Be on the lookout for part 2 coming very soon, and shortly thereafter part 3. I'm sure there's something in this group of 30 plants that would meet your needs to divide your property from your neighbor's property.